Hello everyone, it is Yogesh here. This video is the final assignment for managing ML projects offered by Duke University on Coursera. In this video, I'll be covering the application of CRISPDM process to frame out a machine learning application project. CRISPDM, that is cross-industry standard process for data mining, is widely accepted industry-proven methodology. Being a cross-industry standard, it provides a uniform framework for planning and managing a data science project. It has 6 sequential phases, and with the help of a use case, I'll be covering through all these 6 stages, which are business understanding, data preparation, modeling, evaluation, and deployment of the system. Now, in this first step of CRISPDM framework, business understanding, we try to identify the problem, to understand how we can solve it, and to decide whether machine learning will be a useful tool for solving it. My use case revolves around addressing the need of a solution that can improve the productivity of the medical writers in writing medical documents. Let me give you a quick background on medical writing. It is a very specialized area in which involves the development and production of documents that deal specifically with medicine or healthcare. Now, these documents help to communicate about research findings and products to public and medical community. Writing a research or knowledge paper also requires referring and reading multiple similar documents, which have to be manually searched in different scientific databases. This takes out significant amount of valuable time from writers to go through tons of internal and externally published documents and understand the related topics, which can help them to position their research work or product information. Here we see the opportunity where machine learning can solve this problem by recommending the specific topics out of hundreds of documents and articles. For this purpose, we have support from SMEs who can help label the data which is useful and assigning that to different classes. We have further narrowed down to the key outcomes from business and technology perspective. Now, the first one is reduction in first draft creation time between 20 to 30% with respect to the baseline window identified around writing specific type of documents. And the second is the percentage of usable or accurate recommendations from the system. There are also few additional hours from business to streamline the process using single platform to search and write documents, and the process shall be synchronous. Also, there are some interesting factors identified around the business process. The experienced writers can screen quickly the content, but have limited availability. They have to focus on other key topics as part of their responsibility. However, new writers takes time to learn the norms of writing the documents. Thus, this solution has the potential to standardize the process and assist both the user segments. Moving to the next stage, that is data understanding. This stage adds to the foundation of business understanding by driving the focus to identify, collect, and analyze the data. Since the data is structured and available in huge amount in public and private databases, this clean data from last 2 years, thousands of documents have helped writers to label the sentences and classify them under different categories like therapeutic area, treatment guidelines, etc. Before jumping into an ML solution, we tested the approach with medical writers using heuristics based recommendation around few of the topics based on bag of words. This exercise helped to uncover the norms and context that is being followed by writers in identifying the content. As the data is prepared, we move to the modeling step where we will build and assess various models. Since we are building a classification model, the focus would be on balancing performance and accuracy. We narrow down on BERT models, Bayes and BioBERT. These are pre-trained models and thus help to train the models further to identify the related content out of the data from different documents, and then passing this through a custom neural network model, which will classify content into different classes. The model was trained with the label data. Also, while devising the neural network classification model, the number of layers were increased till the model is all fitted on training data. Once the models were optimized and validated, showing an acceptable accuracy of more than 75%, we need to work on other components to integrate the model to ingest data, rank the sentences, and pick the top 5 sentences only as recommendation to the user. Now, model is not particularly useful unless the customer can access its results. So we need to focus on key design aspects and ways to put the solution in production, which is useful and productive to medical writers. This is what we are going to focus in this last stage of CRISPDM process, the deployment stage. After understanding the business need, let's focus on the system design considerations. We will need to have a cloud-based system since the platform has to interact with other data sources over the web. Also, few minutes of latency is acceptable while the system searches and returns the recommended content. The system shall work in synchronous manner to provide a seamless experience to the writers while drafting the document. Also, there is a risk of data and concept drift as new technology or products are picked by the franchise, which may require retraining the classification model. However, this being not happening very frequently, thus the feedback from subject matter experts captured over months on system recommended content can be used to retrain our model and improve the efficiency. Further, as we deploy the model into production, we also need to ensure the change management, people and process aspects. We need to focus on proper training of writers community, making them aware of this recommendation engine as how it can augment and help in drafting the documents faster. So with this use case, we have seen as how effectively CRISPDM approach helped to cover all the critical phases for framing machine learning projects. I hope this presentation was informative. Thank you.